I don't think I'm in a good guy mode when I'm starting to date a woman. I might do nice things, but ultimately one of my goals is definitely like, yeah, I'm trying to have sex with this woman. I don't think I'm ultimately just a good guy off the bat. I feel like, no, I'm me. I'm just decent. I don't want to be the good guy right away.
So your initial like thought process when you're meeting a woman is just to get in her pants?
That's one of the main ones. Yes.
And I already bought your ticket. I can't return it, but I'm gonna sit over here because I'm not feeling that shit. But you sat like a sucker in the middle with two girls and all the niggas on the side and made your whole energy change to a whole bunch of women that did not deserve that shit.
This nigga Mo just said all nice guys got lazy eyes.
I didn't say all nice guys. I'm describing a
Can I tell a story on how we met him?
I think the number one thing that make nice guys less attractive to women is the confidence.
I think you can be a good guy and do bad things. I don't think that makes you a bad person. So I just think that they're very, very different things.
But the bad guy, you automatically can look at them and tell, okay, this person is experienced. Okay, I know this person will fuck the shit out of me. I know this person will grab me by the neck and talk to me dirty. I know he's gonna do all the things that I like in a bedroom.
No, you're right, because I dealt with a nigga. I mean, mad bitches wanted him too. I dealt with him, look good, everything, and that's what you're thinking. Like, yo, this is about to be wild, baby. Like, we about to get in. And
trash.
When it was like, what? Like,
I could say the same thing about women though. There are women who I thought, oh, she's a baddie. It's gonna be so fucking good. I'm about to tear this shit up, and you get it, and then she's laying it.
The Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast is a roundtable formatted conversational podcast about any and everything.
6 Black queens and kings from New York City,
sharing our views on Black lifestyle, culture, relationships, religion, and current events.
Here at SR, we try to give our listeners the real in a world of fake.
Worldly professionals with class that also know how to switch it up.
Now let's talk our wild shit.
You need to have a part 2 because this should be the counter to this. You know, like,
what's the counter?
Why do men love bitches? Why do girls finish last?
I told this nigga that.
You know,
I don't feel like nice girls finish last, and we could talk about. We can definitely unravel.
They definitely do. That's
Shay,
why there's so many baby daddies doing girls.
Y'all want to just keep on going and make this 2 parts?
I told Shay we need to make an episode called "Why Bad Bitches Finish First." This is what I told him.
Why the bad?
They're very assertive. They know exactly what the fuck they want, and they don't compromise. You know, let's find a guy that's gonna actually do whatever it is you need.
All right, so look, can we just segue into that now? I mean, what makes a chick a bad bitch?
Well, I'm gonna just say automatically we assume, at least in this era, like chicks who look at bad bitches alone, we just count their beauty first and foremost. A lot of the times, I feel like women are winning out here alone just off of the fact that they know how to attract men with beauty, boobs, ass, and all types of shit, and we find that shit attractive. So we automatically sometimes give women who either have like body and looks and not even necessarily money. We don't even count they fucking money to always even call them a bad bitch, but we just base it off of just their physical appearance alone. So if we were just talking about bad bitches based on how they dress and their physical appearance, that alone could just make a chick a bad chick, just to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Do you think that? Go ahead, TJ.
You guys remember 50 Cent? So 50 Cent was like, have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire, right? So he was trying to holla at everybody. But now he's on a different wave. He's like, I don't want a broke bitch. I want a bitch that's on her level, doing her business shit. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys say to that?
As far as having a broke chick?
It's not a deal breaker.
Yeah, like, I feel like that's what makes a bitch bad. Like, not just having money, but you have to be the full package. You know what I'm saying? Have your shit together. You are cute. You have a body, whatever it is that you guys want. You know what I mean? Like, so I just wanted to know, how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about 50 Cent's statement?
So I feel like having or seeing a woman with money is definitely attractive. I'm not saying that's my first like type of attraction when I see a woman that has money. That doesn't really like make me say like, oh my gosh, I want her. It really doesn't. Like, there's once again so many deeper levels, ranging from either like sex to my physical attraction to her to also how she treats
more shallow shit or more shallow.
shit. And it's fair. I get to be shallow with who I want to love. Just to be honest, I'm unapologetic about that shit. But yeah, so, and it's fine because once again, my definition of bad probably still equates down to just like the physical appearance of a woman, but I don't necessarily want the bad chick though. So maybe bad bitches don't always necessarily win. Now I want a chick that I'm attracted to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the chick that everybody thinks is just bad because she looks good. I want the chick that's bad because I make her look good, because I like the things that she represents. And it's not always just looks for me. It's part of it, but it's not the full package. It's not even her money. It's a lot of things that I need to know about her that makes her bad to me on a deeper level.
Gotcha.
Okay. What was the question again, TJ?
Like, why do I think she said why do guys like bitches? Like,
I wanted to do the counter to this episode.
Yeah.
Like, why do men love bitches? You know?
Yo, I'm gonna explain. Okay, you want to go ahead?
Just bitches in general.
I was gonna say because men, y'all like toxic shit. That's what, and dealing with a bitch, y'all gonna get. I mean, I'm just saying, sometimes it's toxic, you know.
It do be sometimes.
It do be a little toxic.
Let me explain another reason why I think women like bad boys and guys like bad bitches or whatever. Because it's fucking interesting. I want somebody who's fucking going to be interesting. I want somebody who I'm not going to be fucking bored to death dating, because this person doesn't have any type of spontaneity to them. I want somebody who's just gonna do fun shit out the blue. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, yo, let's fucking the bathroom of this club right now. Like right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want shit like that. And if on the side of that she just happens to be a crazy bitch too, on the side, that's just something I may have to accept. You know what I mean? So you know, I wouldn't say she has to be like, she don't have to be like rich. She don't have to be like, she just has to keep my interest. Let's just say that. And to be honest with you, you know, bitches ain't always rich. Okay. They just, because like I said, shorty's not having bread, or I don't want them to be broke, but not being like having a lot of money, that's not a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like as a man, sometimes we're forced to have to like look past a woman's financial,
of course,
you know, like whatever she has. Like, we don't even have to. I'm not saying that we don't ever like think it's important, but we have to bypass it a lot of times.
Rarely is it important for niggas because, I was saying rarely is it important to niggas because we don't get their money. Like, how often do you find chicks that's giving up bread like that? If you do get one who's taking you on trips and buying you shit, then you hold on to that one, King. You hold on tight because they come far and few in between. So that really don't make a difference in terms of like an attraction for me. It helps. You know what I mean? If I know you can be self-sufficient and you good, you know, you might want to go Dutch sometimes. That's, oh shit, all right, you dope for that. But I agree with what Flash says in terms of what attracts me to women. I think a woman who takes on the bitch persona is not the most attractive because I don't like dealing with bitches. Like, I don't like that shit. I don't want to fight with you. I know it's exciting at sometimes, but that shit get fucking boring quick for me. If you angry just to be angry, like when I think about that, nah, that's not a fun time. I can't commit to something like that. Yeah, nah, that's not a good time. But yeah, I'm complete.
Not all the time though. I do like a bitch every now and then. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, I'm cool with like women and their emotions. I feel like there's a scale of how spicy I want my chick to be at the same time. And so I don't want like the, you know, the good girl who just is like, oh my God, I don't fuck up ever. And I like a little piece of bitch in you. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Yo, if there's a scale of it, it got to be like on a scale of 1 to 100, as far as like how much of a bitch she could be, she got to be at least a 6, right? I take a little bit more. Anything more than a 7, I can't deal with that. You do it too much.
Yeah,
you add it for no reason. I can't fuck with that.
I would kind of agree. All females, but it have a little bitch in them. Like, I know with me, like I'm cool or whatever. But if I'm arguing,
especially a black woman,
if I'm arguing and you saying you talking crazy, I'm gonna get crazy.
You have to.
My mouth's gonna get insane. You know, and that's a little, and it's not, you know, so that's when it'll come out.
Some of that is attractive. Some
exactly. Right, and that's what I'm saying. So that's gonna be the turn on. Like, oh shit, like damn.
I think men are attracted to seeing when you do that, Mo, because you're very like calm and cool.
I'm good. I'm cool.
And the minute you put a nigga in a place, they be like, oh, Okay.
Oh shit! Okay. Yeah,
that women like that too. Women like to be put.
I like that too. Sometimes,
absolutely.
That's a fact.
That authoritative tone.
Absolutely, it's like, oh shit, let me clutch my pearls. Nigga just got me together real quick. Yeah, like that nigga got me together. I think both people like it because you can't run over the person, but it can't be, so much that's, every now and again, yes, but it can't be consistently that this is happening. But every now and again, like I said, every now and again, like I said, I'm calm, cool, and collected, but it is times where I gotta, and then the nigga's like, oh shit.
Let me tell you something. You know how much times you gotta tiptoe around a woman when she around her period and shit like that, and like she's just aggy, like she can snap and like shit goes left, and you don't even have to say no wild shit. You could just be like, I'm hungry, baby. She'd be like, hungry. Nigga, didn't I cook for you like one time last week? And next thing you know, you in a fucking shit. So sometimes I just know how to just like I'll see the signs and I back away.
No, Flash.
You gotta read the room. You gotta read the room.
Gotta read
Flash.
Gotta read
Flash. Should it be like I cooked for you last week and you threw that shit out to you didn't like it? Fuck you, nigga.
Talking about you don't eat leftovers, nigga.
So wait,
in the fridge, nigga.
So I wanna talk about that, right? So let's say, for example, you're in a relationship now with a woman who has bitch tendencies, right? We talked about the scale. Let's say she had a 6, right? When it comes to her bitchdom, right? You got to be able to negotiate that space, right? So you got to know how to counteract that before she even tells you that she feeling bitchy, right? So you walk into the room, you got to read her face, you got to read her body language, you got to see, check the temperature. Like, you hungry? Did you eat today? That's the first thing you ask. If they say they ain't ate today, then you get them something to eat. Let me get you something to eat real quick.
That's gonna make me happy immediately. That's gonna make me happy.
You got to
I'm like, no, I ain't eat. See, I'm already happy. No, I ain't eat. I get excited over food.
That's emotional intelligence right there, Mash.
Yeah,
that is so key.
I don't think
that is so
all men have that emotional intelligence.
They don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, niggas don't know how to read the signs.
That's what I'm attracted to. I'm attracted to a guy with emotional intelligence or a female with emotional intelligence. And
absolutely,
some people think that because you're a female that you have it. And I've dated women that they don't got no fucking emotional intelligence.
Yes,
it's like
not one.
I know. I was just so disappointed recently. It's just like, what? Yeah. How do you not know this? Like,
nah, but you know what it is though. You got to give people time though. That's one thing I realized.
Agree. I think
managing your emotions, you got to be. You want to have intent to actually manage your emotions as well too. I feel like
an experience.
Yeah, I feel like it comes with time though, and it does come with experience. And unfortunately, sometimes we have to go through like the wrong people to get to like the right place in life and shit. So
yeah,
absolutely.
This is why I'm so patient with people, and not to say like I want to be patient in a situation that's problematic for me. It just means that I know maybe that not everybody's where they're supposed to be, and this is just me. Sometimes I feel like I was never where I was always supposed to be. I feel a lot better now, but that doesn't mean that was my mode, and I may get into that space maybe sometime in the future. So I understand like the growing that everyone has to do in everyone's journey, and it takes time for everybody. Just to be honest.
Is that why you think I'm not a good guy? Because you have these images of what my past transgressions was, so you think I'm in a VR change?
No.
Is that what it is?
No. So look, I say
I called you a reformed good guy, bro. That's what I said. So I didn't say you. I said you are always this guy.
Well, Flash did say he was in virtual reality.
No,
he said I was in VR training.
Yes, when Mash goes into the game, when Mash is like player number 1 and he's single Mash and shit like that, and he has to run amok, all right, running wild, all right. This nigga's not playing that shit as Mr. Good Guy. This is what I'm saying. I've seen Mr. Bad Guy. I've seen Mr.
I've heard the stories.
Yeah, I've seen Mr. Give
the
It to Him.
Younger Ho days. If you listen to some
Younger Ho days,
yeah. But even then, that doesn't make you a bad guy though. That just makes you
not a bad person.
You have a bad boy
guy.
You got the bad boy image going for you when you're.
It does make you a bad guy.
Picking up women.
I don't. All right, so let's be frank. So if we on a mission, right, and the intent is for us to conquer. Like we hunting.
Bad boy image all the way. Bad boy image all the way. We're not going there with fucking pamphlets. Do you want to hear a word about our Lord and Savior? We're not doing that, nigga.
But I think,
oh my God, I can't.
I think that you could still do both, because I feel like in terms of your approach can be can we buy you a drink? We buy chicks drinks, right? Is that not is that a good thing to do?
That's a nice thing to do. That's a nice thing to do.
Correct.
Right. Okay. So that's an intro. That's an intro into a conversation with a shorty. What's good, beloved? How are you? My name is Mash. What's your name? And then we start talking. Now that's still a good approach. I'm still hunting.
Right.
So I don't see how that makes
sense.
So
what I'm saying is,
go ahead.
Here's the thing that separates the good guy from the bad guy. A chick falls madly in love with you. Okay, you know this chick is in love with you, and you continue to fucking string her along, right? Because you know you can get sex easily from her. You know you can just smash whenever you feel like it.
But I don't do that right there.
No,
I don't do that.
But
I don't do that.
I don't know. Flash like you capping.
You know how I know I don't do that is because I made a firm contract. Me and Flash established what contract we need in terms of relationship.
So
contract.
Contract. But you know she's still in love with you.
Contract determined the dynamics of our relationship.
No.
This is what we got going on here. You know what this is. I know what this is.
Mash. Contract determined the result of the relationship, not the dynamics that happen in between all that shit. Because I know. I ain't saying what I gotta say, but I feel like you mean to tell me you ain't never fuck with a chick past the point of where you knew you was supposed to stop fucking with her?
Of course.
Then what the fuck? You think that's what good guys do, nigga?
How is that a bad guy?
Because you're making a play on her emotions, her trust, her feelings, her time that she needs to invest in other niggas who actually gonna give her what the fuck she wants, nigga. The fuck you talking about?
That's her decision.
But you know that you're no good for her, nigga.
You know
that's her decision. And so I'm not changing. I'm not stopping her from making that decision. I feel like as an adult, you have a right to decide what you want to do when you're dealing with somebody.
You're not getting what I'm saying. See, you think bad boy image means that you're not responsible for certain actions that you do in the dynamics of the relationship. And once again, if you're accountable about when you're being like that bad boy, you're having this bad boy image, you would know when you're in like that fuck boy mode, or when you're in that mode of like, I'm only doing this for my pleasure and my pleasure only.
So let me ask you a question. If I was in a relationship where I was unhappy sexually and I decide to end it because of that, does that make me a good guy or a bad guy?
It depends, because
if you talked about it with her.
So look, so you know what makes you, if it was going to be a bad guy situation, when did you want to start the new? Did you fall out of love and then you started fucking before like you got into another relationship? Like, it depends on where you are. It depends on when you lost that train of thought that made you want to be in that relationship, and for you to feel like I'm still going to string her along in this relationship while I'm once again being in my selfish mode.
Facts.
That is the bad guy thing to do.
Because if she was already, because if you knew,
it sounds like he's pulling tea from you. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
it's not tea.
He's seen you do this, and that's why he's bringing it up.
It's not tea. I just feel like Mash is not talking about like scenarios where like a chick could be like madly just like into him, and he's not. He knows there's not a long future with this woman. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing the things that the bad boy's gonna do, which is like fucking her, telling her like, no, I'm not gonna be with you, bitch. And she's sitting here like, no, but I love you. And he's not going for this shit. But yet, as men, sometimes we'll continue to fuck the woman because once again, it's about the selfishness in us at times, which I feel is sometimes like the bad boy thing to do. Like we know better. We know we can get women out of a situation earlier on than how we're leading them on and shit. But once again, it's a selfish thing to do, to say, you know what, let me eat up more of this woman's time because I ain't got no other bitches to go fuck right now.
I get it. Okay.
That's interesting.
Like you can't think you the fucking good guy in that situation, just to be honest.
I agree.
I disagree.
Not at all.
Okay.
I disagree.
Well, no, I agree with that. I feel like there's a way that you can handle that and stay the good guy. And the way you can handle that is if you are unhappy with something, you talk about it with her. And if you feel like there's no change, if there's nothing that can change, then you call it quits. Being a bad guy is, maybe bringing it up to her, not really falling, like not really standing firm in whatever you feel. And while you're talking to her, you're talking to somebody else. And maybe you're getting that good sex from the next bitch. And your ex and your girlfriend does not know anything about that. That is what makes you a bad boy, in my opinion. You can still maintain your good guy reputation if you tell me, hey, sex is whack. We got to figure this out. You make attempts. You're like, let's go to therapy. Let's do Karma Sutra. And you're trying to make it work with me and it's not working. And then we say, okay, mutual decision. I'm not making you happy. We both go our separate ways. You're not doing anything shady behind my back. That's what I see as like good guy versus what a bad guy would do.
Right.
Yo, speaking of that though, TJ, let me ask y'all a question right quick. Do you think cheating automatically makes you a bad girl or a bad guy in a relationship? Do you think that automatically makes you the bad person when you cheat on your partner?
You know, I actually, for a long time, I've always said, you know, if my partner cheated on me, if I was married and my partner cheated on me, I would want to know why. Maybe there was something that I was falling short of, us spending quality time together, me giving you the box, whatever it is that you need, and you went out to seek that and didn't. And I feel like I could take you back if we could have a conversation about it and work it out. But I recently kind of, you know, fell for someone and I found out that they were talking to somebody else, and that shit, and we already had issues that we were working on, you know what I mean? So to me, it was like, that shit, I can't work with that, because we got shit that we got to work on, and you, instead of us working on it, you know what I mean? Like, you out there searching for something else. So this is not going to ever align. We're not on the same goals. You get what I'm saying?
Did you go ahead, Shake.
No, I was just going to ask, did you consider him cheating at the time?
I don't consider it cheating because we weren't in an official relationship.
Right.
But but our goals were official. We were talking about having kids together and moving in together and starting a whole life.
While I was dating.
While we were dating, you know, like I felt like we were on that path, and to find out you went on a date and you kissed the bitch, like what?
That was a deal breaker for you?
It was a deal breaker for me because it didn't fall in line with the goals that, like, how could we be planning a family and you going on a date with somebody else?
So you feel like they wouldn't be honest?
If they were honest and they told me, it just didn't align with the goals.
Gotcha.
It didn't align with the goals that I felt like we had.
I want to get Mo's input on that. Does cheating make you a bad person, Mo?
Not a bad person, but the bad, like the bad guy.
Does he make you bad, you know?
Person. The bad person, because it's gonna be male or female.
A bad person, you're saying? A bad person?
Not a bad person, but the bad person in this relationship.
It could, yes and no. It could, yeah. I'm a yes and no, and I'm being honest. Yes and no. You have. I feel like you're not a bad person. I don't feel like you're a bad person because it depends on why you're cheating, what's the intent behind it. When you dive deep into it, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm gonna say. I don't think it necessarily makes you a bad person.
Right.
You know, because shit happens. You have, you know, but that because shit happens.
Under what circumstances would it be acceptable?
I don't think it's acceptable, but you're also trying to dissect and figure out, you know, you may really be trying to figure out like, yo, what the fuck, you know, I want. Yeah, whether you, like really what I want. And it's hard to make a decision like that. Your intent is not to hurt you know, your intent is not to hurt the person at all. But you're caught up.
But it does hurt.
But it does hurt. Absolutely.
Wait. Is there a time limit on that? Like,
it should be, but it's not.
Is if it happens for a longer amount of time, does that make the person worse? Because I can think of an instance where you will be with somebody, right? You're trying to see if you like them or not. You are telling them that you're committing to them, right? But at the same time, you met somebody else that you like a little bit more for some other reasons, right? Now, let's say you were just testing out that other person to see where that could possibly go, and you only dealt with them for like a month, right? Is that as bad versus doing it for a year? Like, I was dealing with the other person for a year. In my mind, I think that's worse. I would have to say that is distinctly worse because I have to lie to the person that I'm committing to for a longer amount of time.
Continually.
Nigga,
you know what I mean?
But you had to lie at first too.
Nigga, the lie got to start somewhere, nigga. What the fuck?
To start.
But that's just the thing, though. Is it worse? We already know it's bad.
Nigga, worse is just your.
No, not for me. I feel like period. It's wrong. It's fucked up. It's not being 100% honest. Like, you think that you're only with me and you're not. Like, that shit. It fucking hurts. It hurts. And even though you might be like the nicest person and you're really conflicted, that shit is fucked up. And there's no way around that shit.
What about when you've done it, TJ? What about when you've done it?
I've never done it.
You've never cheated on anybody?
Never cheated?
I have, but I was like 16.
So don't say you never did it, you fucking liars.
Okay, not as an adult.
Gotta be above everybody else.
And let me be honest.
Anything after 2020 don't count.
Word. Reset her body count.
I don't count those bodies, right? No. I'm just saying that, like, when I was 16, my definition of how I love people was very warped. I grew up in a home with abuse, and I saw that when my father would fuck my mother up and fuck all of us up in the house, and we stay, it's like that was love, right? So I in turn, I feel horrible for this boyfriend that I had. Mo remembers him. I fucked his shit up and he would stay. I kicked in his car. I had my whole footprint in his little Honda Civic. I had a little Chuck Taylor that I kicked that shit, my little skinny foot. I remember he moved out of his house and, you know, he got his own apartment and I would just stay there like chilling in his apartment, whatever. And anytime I got mad, I would take all the dishes and just break them. Take all them out,
just
break them.
GP?
Yes.
Oh, I would have got rid of your ass.
And he would not, and he loved me so hard. And it was after I got therapy for myself. I was like, oh shit, I was a terror to that nigga. And I know why I was, because the way I saw him loving me is because he never left me. And so that was a very warped way of thinking of what love looked like to me. And I know why he allowed that shit. He needed therapy too, because he allowed me to do that shit to him. He had a lot of abandonment issues. His mom left him when he was really, really young to come to America, and he was stuck, you know, in the Caribbean with his grandparents. And so he had abandonment issues. And so when he met me, he was, to this day, he's kind of head over heels with me.
Yeah.
And I tried to hook him up with somebody else.
We remember him. He told us about that.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
You cold-blooded for that.
Sarah.
I actually, after I went through therapy, I went back to him and I apologized. And I told him, you know, I'm really sorry. This is how I saw love, you know, when I was 16. Have I done it since I was 16? Absolutely not. I think that's what makes me, I don't say that I'm a bad girl, but I'm a very blunt lover. Like, I'm telling you exactly what I need, exactly what I'm going to accept. I'm teaching people how to treat me at this age. I don't have time to make you think you're doing this fuckboy shit on me. It's not going to work. The minute I know that that's what you're doing, like, I need to bounce. I'm not attracted to that.
So this is perfect. Sorry, go ahead. No, I'm sorry, Queen. Go ahead, Queen.
No, I'm complete. I'll just stop there.
I was just going to say this is a perfect moment to segue into a burner question. So for those who don't know, burner questions could be answered one of three ways. We use our burner cards here, Sophisticatedly Ratchet, boom, boom, boom. All right, burner questions could be answered with a yes, no, or Sophisticatedly Ratchet. And the burner question, which ironically has perfect timing, is, do bad women create fuckboys? Right. So TJ just gave an example of how she terrorized this one nigga at a young age. And this nigga had abandonment issues. So now he's out here being the new future. He's out here.
I didn't put that together.
All types of situations. So the question is, do bad women create fuckboys? Team? All right. So I have two. I'm gonna go with. All right. So I have 3 Sophisticatedly Ratchets. So that's myself, Shake, and Lil Mo, and then Flash and Ice Queen says yes for sure. I want to start with Mo.
Okay.
You said Sophisticatedly Ratchet. Why?
I said Sophisticatedly Ratchet because some dudes, it's just their innate, it's in their personality. So that's not going to change them. They're going to just, you know, they're going to be, they're just going to be hurt, but they're going to move on and know not to deal with that type of person. But on the flip side, yes, it does, because they tried that already. They took the nice route and they got shitted on. So now it's like, well, since I was being the nice person, but that image is not what she liked. So now let me try this image, and then they go for the fuck. Then they go to the fuckboy image. So I can see it both ways.
Real shit.
Okay. Absolutely. Shake, you said Sophisticatedly Ratchet. Why you say Sophisticatedly Ratchet, Shake?
Look, I said Sophisticatedly Ratchet because I do believe they create fuckboys. They don't always create fuckboys.
And it should have been a yes.
Some dudes are obstinate in their behavior, okay? But you don't.
That nigga's killing.
They don't always create.
I don't even try.
Okay. However, there are some fuckboys that are created by that situation, or some people that try to flip to be a fuckboy, even though they just know they can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you a story right quick. I know this dude. He's a friend of mine, and you know he started dating this girl. And because she really liked him because he was cute or whatever, right? They were together for years, And then, you know, over time, you know, he started to gain weight and shit like that. But he was still an overall good dude. You know what I'm saying? Real good dude. He started to gain weight. You know, he had some financial issues, shit like that. But, you know, he stood by her side. He wanted to be with her. He loves her with all of his heart. Shorty wasn't fucking him for like months at a time.
Crazy. Gotta go.
And she stayed it because she wasn't attracted to the nigga. Crazy. She's not attracted to him.
Crazy.
I'm not. She's not giving him no type of love. Matter of fact, at one point he was they moved in together. He was sleeping on the couch. You know what I'm saying? For months on some shit like that. Good fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? Now he tells me about this chick. You know, that's showing him some interest. So he ran into one of his old girlfriends from back in high school, and she was showing him some fucking interest and shit like that. And you know, he was feeling the energy she was giving him. Like, I mean, the nigga is such a good guy that I had to inform this nigga that she was throwing pussy at this nigga. Like, she invited you over again, nigga, and she's trying to throw pussy at you, nigga.
He couldn't pick up the
signs. It was just you and her. Like, the good guys, for me, they don't read the signs. They don't know that nigga, that chicks is throwing pussy.
You gotta read the room.
All right, nigga. She's throwing pussy at you. Yeah. All you gonna and I'm aware of his situation. Okay, I'm aware that he's a good guy. I'm aware that his girl ain't giving him no ass. I'm aware that she's unattracted to him. I'm aware that they live together. You understand what I'm saying? But he's like, yo, what should I do? And you know, advice from a fuckboy, I'm gonna be like, nigga, you should smash, okay, and just see. You know, you already know. Like, cause he's no, listen to this shit. The nigga really tried to work the relationship out with his girl. He suggested counseling. She told the nigga eat a dick. I'm not doing counseling. Okay? Fuck that. Right?
She sounds toxic. Son,
and in my head,
her bitch level is like an 8-9. It's gotta be like an 8-9. She's not in my head, she's fucking other niggas and shit. And that's for sure. For sure, 100%, bro. I feel like if my chick not fucking me, she fucking somebody. Like if she not fucking me, she fucking somebody.
In my head, I'm looking at this nigga, and he's just like looks so just like pitiful to me, and I'm just like, yo, nigga, fuck the other girl and shit. Now, the fact that he goes and fucks this other girl and shit, I don't think it makes him a bad guy automatically. And I don't think it turned him into a fuckboy, but I felt like he delved into that realm where now he wanted to try to be a fuckboy. Some niggas are successful. Some niggas actually turn into these niggas. But some niggas was like
some niggas are just born fuckboys through like
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't think so.
I think your environment breeds.
I disagree.
I agree. Your environment.
So stop saying born. So you're not born that way. And I'm gonna tell you this: fuckboys are created out of rejection. They're not created just to become fuckboys. And it could have happened maybe in kindergarten. Maybe
not just rejection.
No, it's mainly out of rejection. It's mainly out of rejection. I don't care. You can argue me about this all day. It's mainly out of rejection. Either he probably bought some chocolate for a chick in kindergarten. She smacked the shit out his hand, and she took the motherfucking candy from another nigga. And that shit broke his heart. He'll never buy chocolate again for another chick. Oh no. And you know what's wild? I feel like I've seen it too firsthand. I used to have had a homeboy, and he was in love with his chick. This nigga did everything for his chick, drove her around, bought her flowers, treat her like the fucking queen she is, and shit like that. And he was so in love, like everybody could tell, like these two are gonna get married. They had such a great relationship every time they seen him. And somewhere along the lines of the relationship, she realized that she was just gay, and she ended up cheating on him with a chick. And that shit, I seen this nigga origin story being created, like right in front of me. And the change was so overnight. And he went from like this loving dude who did everything for his chick, took her everywhere. And I promise you, within that first year, I probably seen him fuck at least 60 bitches. I promise you. He went on a motherfucking tear. And I feel like he just experienced that rejection that said to him, there's something in me I gotta let out. There's something in me I gotta do. And it turned him into that fuckboy.
Yo, Flash, let me ask you a question though. You ever saw somebody else's story and said to yourself, nigga, that ain't never gonna be fucking me? Yeah, I feel like other people's stories could turn you into a fuckboy as well. Like watching other niggas get shitted on. Like I'm
paying for girls.
Nobody's gonna do that to me.
Nobody.
I feel the same way.
That's exactly why I said the environment does. But like you said, Flash, I think that rejection, even if it's not firsthand, secondhand rejection, like seeing somebody go through that shit, will definitely open your eyes and be like, nah, not me, never me, never me. I would never let a shorty walk over me like she's letting him walk over her. Like that is craziness.
But that's the thing though. Does that turn you into a fuckboy? Or does that just produce more red flags for you? That's my thing with that. I feel like the rejection piece, when it's personal, I feel like that's when you go on this rampage of pussy and type, shit like that. Like you just know, like I'm not here to commit at all.
I would say my fuckboy origin story started in high school, right?
When now you admitting to it.
Oh, fuckboy.
Drop a bomb. Drop a bomb for that.
It's really important.
He's
back. That we talk about what makes what. I told y'all that my high school sweetheart clapped me up several times. I told you that many moons ago. She clapped me up, and that, like Flash said, is a flag. Like now I know that I will not allow somebody to do this to me again. That's when I learned how important it is to wear protection. You know what I mean? Like, but that doesn't. You need to have those experiences to make yourself aware of what you will accept and what you won't accept from people, right? Just like Shake, you're not gonna allow a woman, you're not gonna pay for a woman for an event and then she spend the whole event with another nigga. That's gonna trigger you. That's good.
Right. That's gonna trigger. Yes.
This nigga sat through the whole movie though. How long was the movie, nigga?
I don't even remember.
Flash, you're not gonna spend a ton of money on dates and knowing that you're not gonna get no box. Does that make you a fuckboy or does that make you a bad guy? No, that just makes you someone who's aware of what you won't allow someone to do to you.
Game. It's my response to that though. It's my response based on my experience. I say the fuckboy thing to do is when you have an experience that makes you want to say, I'm gonna go run through as many women as I want, and I'm not gonna give a fuck about what they think, and I'm gonna just do me.
But bro, that's just not fair.
It isn't.
It's not about being fair. I think that what Flash has said is clutch, right? Once in your mind, you flip the switch and you start saying, fuck these bitches. When you flip that switch in your mind and you're like, fuck these bitches, I'm doing what I want.
Yeah.
That's when it's like you venturing into bad guy town. Look, I think that bad guys initially have that attitude, like, fuck these bitches, I'm doing what I want.
Yeah.
I think women have that too.
Fair.
100%. 100%. Yes,
I'm
because
like,
they have
all these niggas.
Yeah,
they have the same experiences that allows them to know this is a flag of a fuck nigga. This is a flag that I got to be aware of. So I need to do what's best for me as a woman. I'd imagine. You know what I mean? So it goes both ways for sure.
Yeah, and once again, like I said, experience is the best teacher for me. And I even recall, like, I used to have a homegirl. She used to. This is when I was first trying to even, I guess, develop signs that chicks were trying to fuck me and shit like that. She would call me over the house, and I really thought like she just wanted friendship and shit like that. And I would go over, but it would start to get like a little bit more intimate. I would start rubbing her legs and shit. But I guess I was never at the space to know how to, like complete the task. I didn't know how to complete the task. And I had a friend, and I remember we was talking like maybe like a month, 2 months later or whatnot, and he was telling me how he was fucking this new chick or whatnot. And I was like, yeah, I said, I got this chick I'm digging, I'll be rubbing her feet and shit. And the nigga broke it down one day, and I was sitting here like, oh, you fucking the chick whose feet I was rubbing? And I blew my fucking mind.
What?
Because I be bringing this bitch McDonald's and shit, rubbing on her feet. And then when the nigga told me like, oh yeah, nah, that's the chick that I'm fucking. And I'm sitting here like, yo, it's crazy.
Same girl.
So but I never got the box. So when I tell you like certain other things, like also maybe start saying like, yo, fuck these bitches type of shit. Like it was based on my experience on like knowing like, you know what, you're being too nice. You're being too generous sometimes as well, especially with my time. And when I know what I want, especially at that time, even if it's just sex or whatnot, I need to be doing things that are gonna like fulfill that purpose a little bit better.
Expedite that process.
Correct. Yeah.
Also, Flash, I feel like, and I completely understand what you're saying when you talk about You couldn't finish. That's usually the difference between the good guys and the bad boys. Is the bad boys know how to finish. They know how to get to that box. You're gonna keep on you know what it is? It's as the good guy, you didn't know how to flirt with them with the way they wanted to be flirted, the way they wanted to be flirted with. You didn't know how to get to that final point and shit. And I guess she didn't really take you seriously as the dude to get to that point. But this dude let's
talk about that, Shay. What gets you that? What gets you out of that area of gray area when you
tell you confidence, bro?
Correct.
Confidence, bro.
No.
Know who the fuck they gonna fuck.
Listen to TJ.
I'm not fucking you. We know who we gonna fuck regardless.
TJ know what you're talking about.
Bad boys.
We know exactly who we gonna get boxed to.
TJ. Let me ask you a question.
Herself.
Are you gonna date some dude that you know that you're not gonna fuck from the beginning? Are you dating this guy still?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
That's what she's doing right now. Yeah,
I'm doing right now.
Oh, see, you create fuck boys, okay? I'm just saying.
She's creating one origin story.
I'm trying to create connections because sex kind of clouds judgment.
No, but you already know that you're not gonna fuck them from the beginning, is what you say.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck you from the beginning.
Not that I'm gonna fuck you on the first night. I'm never gonna give the box to this nigga. He's never gonna get this
box. Yes. Oh no, I've done that too.
He's never gonna get this box.
You created.
Like, I know that, yeah. But you're still going out with this nigga. You still going out with this nigga on the regular and shit. Letting him do shit for you, but you know you're never gonna get this nigga
emotional damage.
Yeah, that's when I was doing when I was trialing the whole sugar baby thing. Like that's the part of the thing. Like you're not supposed to give up buns. You're supposed to enjoy the time.
All right.
So yeah.
But let me just tell you something. I feel like the reason why fuckboys succeed more too is because they've developed different moves and different mindsets, which they know are gonna give them good results or more successful results. I'm not saying that you got to be the bad boy forever, but I feel like bad boys know certain things that good guys don't when it comes to getting women. That's it.
Facts. That's a fact.
I'm just being honest.
I think it's important to make sure that you don't get put into the friend zone. You know what I mean? I think it's important to break the touch dynamic when you're dealing with a woman. When you first meet her, it's important that you touch her, let her know that you engage with her in more than just a friendly level. You know what I mean? Hug her, embrace her, let her know I'm here for you. You know what I mean? I don't want to be your friend, and you tell them up front, and then right then you should get the indication if that's where it's gonna go, right?
Yo,
if she don't respond, it's trash. What's up?
Yo, Mash, I think it's clutch that you brought that up, bro. I think friend zone is so dangerous. Fucking important when it comes to this conversation right here.
Sir.
That's what we haven't gone into. We haven't gone into the slipping into friend zone situation because Flash, you was a friend when you was rubbing her feet. You were already in friend zone, bro. And then you thought at that point, yo, nigga, I'm never, and that shit turns you to a fuck boy too. I'm never going back to that friend zone again, bro. You're not gonna stick me in that shit. I'm not gonna be sitting here rubbing your feet and not getting nothing.
And I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my time knowing that you already put me in the friend zone.
Nigga, you ever hear some chicks? You ever try to smash and the chick be like, ew, no, you like my brother, and you be like, what the fuck?
That's it. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Like check, please.
Wait, bitch. Wait.
Y'all are crazy.
The minute I get the whiff that I'm in a friend zone.
What does it smell like? What that smell like?
I'm a backflip out your DM. I'm a backflip out your DM.
Oh, shit. Smell like Flash. Tell them what friend zone smell like, Flash.
There's no foot rubs in friend zone. You don't get food over a certain level no more. You definitely you're not going to Ruth Chris and none of this other shit.
We're not going nowhere when we sit down. Nowhere we sit down. We got to drive through that shit and have them deliver.
A lot of drive-throughs in friend zone.
I feel like friend zone is an excuse for women to shit on niggas, especially good niggas. I feel like friend zone is the excuse. You make them your friend in order for you to say that it's okay that I'm not fucking him because we're friends. And now when he expects more and shit, it's like, what are you thinking, bro? We're friends. Like, you're bugging. So I feel like it gives women the opportunity to shit on this nigga and utilize this nigga without feeling bad, without calling themselves fuck girls, because I let him know that he's like my brother. I told him this shit. It's not coming through because he still thinks he can overcome the friend zone.
But that's on him. If she said
that shit,
no, if she was clear, if she was clear and said, If she was clear and said, you know, you're my friend, that's his decision to think he's gonna get more. The same way, and I'm being real, like just like when females, when you date and a guy either tells you two things, he don't want to get married or he don't want to get children. A female, or he doesn't want to have children. A female will hear that and continue to date the person, thinking you're gonna change his mindset. The nigga told you on day one that's not what he wanted. You chose to continue to do that. Period.
That's exactly the point I was
and
trying
to
make.
You sounded real mash-ish.
That's right. That's right.
But that's the real.
Real talk.
Because the friend zone ain't no different from what she just said, right? From a men's perspective. We friends, but we fucking. We friends with benefit zone. How about that? We the friends with benefit zone, and that's where we gonna stay until we decide we don't want to be friends with benefits no more. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Different title.
That's funny.
That is funny. Friend zone is. I think friend zone is how fuck girls. Those are fuck girls that don't want to admit that they're fuck girls. And I'm just
you
saying,
know what, Shay? That's
shit.
what it is. You know what? It's friend zone with benefits for niggas, and then we monsters, right? Once we start fucking and we friend zone them, they be like, "Oh, you ain't shit. You wasted my time." But y'all can friend zone us and not fuck us, and it's okay.
Yo, we
cannot
friend zone women,
bro. Big difference, bro. That shit is crazy. We just hit the nail on the head.
Double standard.
Double standard for sure.
There's always a double standard somewhere.
There's always a double standard.
That's fucking
monsters. Look at the monsters we are. But
a man.
Wow.
It's human nature. It's experience. You know, moving off of our experience. So
yeah. And I think dismissing men as a friend is an easy way to just shut them down and let them know the contract without actually stating what the contract is. Like, I understand when a chick says, "Yo, you're like a brother to me." Yeah. I already know that this pussy is going. I can never get that ass.
But
it's not fucking happening.
Let me tell you something.
I need to do different?
Yo, so what's worse, the dude who doesn't want the relationships and fucks women, or the women who friend zone the nigga and still get the shit that she wants out the nigga?
They're both just as bad.
No. It's worse when the nigga wants a relationship and she friend zones him. Right? If a nigga is just there just to be a placeholder for whoever's best to come up next, it's different. But if you know that this nigga wants you, and you're like, nah, I don't want. That's wrong. That's fucked up.
Because they know it. They know it.
No,
she don't need to get him though. She don't have to accept his terms as far as like him wanting her. But I do feel like if she strings him along as far as still, you know, letting him take her places and he's paying all this shit for her, knowing damn well what the fuck he wants. He wants that pussy. Just to be honest with you, especially when you told him you're only a friend now. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when she
some niggas don't give up.
Along, yeah, those are the fuck girls though. Just to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah. To me, I feel like the best way to create a friendship is to like have it very with no gray lines, right? And there's no gray areas. Right. You know, like there was a guy I was talking to. He did some shit that I didn't like. And I no longer saw him as like a future partner. And I was like, we can still be friends. We both love alkaline food and we're both vegan. We both agree with a lot of. We never had sex.
Okay. Big deal.
No,
keep going.
We never had sex. Although we did kind of like get a little close one night, but he didn't want to have sex. I didn't want to have sex because we were trying to build to something serious.
What does get close sound like? What does that mean? Get close. What does that mean?
I don't know. Like Netflix and chilling, and then he's trying to kiss on me and stuff like that. Like, and he was trying to feel on me and stuff.
Did you pull a titty out?
And she pull a titty out? No.
Wait. Did the titty come out?
No, titty didn't come out.
Okay, when a titty come out, that's when shit get turned up.
Yo. The fact is, he wasn't a strong finisher, bro. He wasn't a strong finisher.
Well,
he was friend zone material.
That's it.
Well, no,
he was on his way to the friend zone.
No, he's a mature guy, and he is very aware of himself, and he knows exactly what he wants. And he was the one that was like, "Yo,
wasn't he a reformed fuck boy?
He was a reformed fuck boy. Yeah, he was damn near years old. So yeah, you got to be reformed at that point. Like, dang, nigga, you're still in these streets. So, you know, he didn't want to have sex. I didn't want to have sex because we both agreed to building something, you know, but once we got to a point in the relationship where I was just like no longer interested in him. And I was like, you know, let's have a friendship. It was no problem. You know what I mean? Like at first he was really upset because it was my decision initially, but we've gone out to eat after. We've been totally fine. We are on the phone after. We're totally fine. And that's the best way to have a friendship with someone that you're no longer interested in. Like that's how you do it. You know what I mean? Like you can't still have them doing shit for you and taking you out to eat and you pay for it. No, y'all go Dutch moving forward, or I pay this time, you pay next time. Like that's how you make a clean break into a friendship where you're no longer stringing someone along, because that's not okay. And there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So before we close out, I'm gonna talk to the good guys, my nigga.
They're not here.
Right.
And the good girls. I'm here. Hey, I'm here.
Fuck them. Good guys. I'm gonna talk to y'all. Okay. All right, yo, prove these bitches wrong. Okay. Yo, you got when they finally give you a chance, when they finally give you a chance to smash, hit that shit out the park.
Fuck
all right.
That shit up.
And I fucked it. Yo, let them know, son. Let them know, son. You've been missing out on when you've been
y'all not on y'all A game all the time. So
yo, good guys, let them know you the prize. You the prize, good guys. Right. You serving up good. Let
them know. And you here for the relationship and shit. You may not be the most attractive.
Can we speak to the fuck boys real quick?
Nah, I don't want to talk to the fuck boys.
Yeah, we should talk to everybody. We should talk to the good girls, the bad girls.
Okay, fuck boys. Okay, fuck boys. Let me explain something to you guys. Okay, let me explain something to you bad guys. Okay, who think that you're good guys. Just because you explain to her that this is what it is, right? The minute she starts falling in love with you, my nigga, you gotta let that shit go. Because right now you're in a situation where you're stringing her along and you just keeping her for the box. Fuck that shit. Yo, let her go. Yo, release her into the wild and move on to the next chick. That's how you maintain your humanity as a fuck boy. Right?
I want to piggyback on that. Fuck boys out here.
Are you taking your own advice?
Fuck boys out here, I want you to know that it's important that you build your roster. All right, you keep your roster rotating. All right, you make sure you keep a starting five. You're trying to win a championship out here. All right, fuck boys, make sure your starting five is on the floor scoring for you. Okay, if they not, bench them. Bench them. All right, make sure that your team is in the playoffs every year, my nigga.
Every year,
until you get a chip, you keep on playing.
All right, yo, fuck boys.
And I'm gonna just say one thing.
I gotta talk to my fuck boys. I got to. I gotta represent. Okay, I'm gonna just tell y'all. This is my philosophy. At least when you can, always give 100%. Okay, don't you dial shit back just because she say I'm gonna get crazy if you give me this. Fuck that shit. Fuck that.
Get
shit.
crazy.
All right.
Get crazy.
She was already crazy. She was already crazy. Okay. All right. You fuck her for me. Okay. All right. And at the same time too, I feel like if you're gonna be a fuck boy, try not to lie about like your intentions for this woman though on some real shit. I'm being honest because I feel like I've done this and I've mastered the art of like being intentful with telling the women, because there are women who want to just fuck, especially, but there are women out here and there are plenty of women out here who just want to fuck as well. So if you know you're in a space where you're just you just want physicality with the woman, you want to get your notches up, you want to fuck, try to find the women who also want that as well. You know what I'm saying? But once again, try not to lie about like your intent and give them the contract early on if you're gonna be in fuckboy mode. That's
early.
Yeah. So I wanted to promote. Does anybody else want to talk to the
ladies? Y'all want to talk to the fuck boys, ladies?
Yeah, I want to talk to the fuck boys. Stand strong in whatever the fuck you believe. If you want to be a fuck boy, be a fuck boy. Don't try to take me out to eat. Don't try to cuddle me after sex. Or not me, because it's not happening to me. You know, like y'all said, we learn from everybody else's experience. That shit ain't happening to me. But to the other women out there, that shit is confusing to them. You know, if you're gonna be a fuckboy, stand strong in that and just do fuckboy shit. Don't try to act like you're a boyfriend. And every chance you get, let her know you ain't trying to be a boyfriend, and don't do boyfriend shit. And to the good guys, stand true to who you are, because there's somebody special for you, and don't let anybody change who you are, because the right woman is going to appreciate you. And I say that to the good girls too. The right guy is going to appreciate you. And to the fuck girls, You know what I mean? Like karma's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you put out there, it may come right back around to you and bite you in the ass.
Karma, bitch, if you got a birthday.
You know, and sometimes we think we're being like a nice person, but that shit is fucked up. Like it's not okay. It's not okay.
Right.
So that's my message to everybody.
Mo, you wanna drop a message
to the fuck boys and fuck girls,
Fuck boys and fuck girls.
Nah, to the fuck boys, it is what it is. If you're a fuck boy, you're a fuck boy.
No, you're wrong.
Just be true to it, whatever, and keep reiterating that this is what you are. You know what I mean? Don't, you know what I mean? So that it's not moving forward or she's not getting that relationship vibe. Same thing with the fuck girl. If you're a fuck girl, then you're a fuck girl. You know? And I agree with the nice guys don't always finish last. They don't. They're gonna find the right one.
Sometimes they finish next to last. Okay,
mash.
They're gonna find a baddie that's gonna take care of them. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe,
and worship them.
Maybe
cook and clean. Yes,
maybe. But Mash,
what happened?
Can you drop box lunch for the good guys?
That's SR picks. Let's do SR picks.
We doing SR picks. This is for the good guy. We're gonna drop box lunch.
All right,
so go ahead, bro.
So
the bad guys need to know how to eat pussy too.
Nah,
for everybody.
The bad guys got all the advantages.
And they already know. We got these two. I need y'all to know how to eat box lunch too.
To the good guys out there who struggle with finishing and staying out of the friend zone, I want to recommend two things. One, Mode 1 by Arthur Curry. Mode 1 is important. All right, you need to tell a woman what you want. It's important. All right, there's no reason to dance around your intentions with women. You need to let them know immediately so you can know how to moving forward. That's my first tip to the guys. Next tip to the good guys is Box Lunch. It's a really great book that talks about cunnilingus. Right? Cunnilingus, right? How to eat the box, right? And how to go about it, the best way to approach it. Foreplay is really important. It leads to an even better experience when it comes to eating the box. Nice. All this can be found inside this book, Box Lunch. We're going to put it in the show notes for the good guys. Fuck boys, y'all just stay strong out there. Y'all making the good guys look good, all right? Y'all keep doing y'all thing, because when you come across a good guy, we're gonna change your life. We're gonna change your life. Keep doing y'all thing, fuck boys.
Bro, I feel like Mode 1 was more for the fuck boys and shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I felt like it was just to make the fuck boys more honest and shit. I feel like that's what Mode 1 is for.
Yeah,
that's to make fuck boys 100%. More honest about their intentions. Real talk. Because the good guys want the relationship and chicks put them in the friend zone.
Right. You know, I don't think the good guys always want a relationship. I think the good guys just want to have a good time, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with wanting to have a good time.
Right?
They want to have a good time too. It just so happens that their approach ain't the best, and then they wind up getting slid into the friend zone. That's what it is.
So we're not gonna slide back into this episode, ladies and gentlemen. This was a fucking great episode. I'm glad that we were able to unravel a lot of this shit with you guys, and hopefully this helps our fuck boys and good guys and fuckettes and good girls and shit. All right. So TJ, can you take a button? Let them know where to find us, baby.
Yes, guys. You guys can hear us wherever you hear podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, wherever you hear podcasts. We drop new episodes every Wednesday. Share us with a friend. Always hit the follow button, subscribe button, like button. Follow us on social media. We love connecting with you. We're on IG at SoRatchet Podcast. We're also on TikTok at SoRatchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at SoRatchet Pod. And we're on YouTube where you can see our faces. Hopefully you're following us on YouTube. If you are, go ahead and hit that like button right now. Hit the subscribe button right now. And follow us. We're on YouTube at SoRatchet Space Podcast. And we thank you for that. Thank you for listening to another episode.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, ladies and
gentlemen.
All right.
Definitely.
Yo, can we get my man word of the week?
Be your best selves, guys.
Word of the week. Shake won the word of the week. We have 4.
Good job, Shake.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our episode. I want to thank you guys for joining us. Sophisticatedly Ratchet out.
Peace.